Hello, class. I'm Professor Hatter. It's New Year's Day as I'm recording the video, and it's the time to reflect on 2020. Yes, we had a global pandemic go on. Yes, we had a lot of people die, or because of the political intensity that we had in the US here. I know that some of our foreign international students heard about the chaos that was our presidential election in the US, and I'm glad you didn't have to actually endure it. You just watch it from the sidelines. I'm kind of jealous. But we are here to wrap up 2020. I'm going to review the 2020 hats and go over charts today. So we'll be showing some of the graph and pie charts that I had throughout the year. It's on where I've bought hats from, what style of hats, the brand of hats, the categories of hats, etc. We'll also review the year of this channel here in 2020. Pretty big year in some cases, in some ways, and ways and what's going to happen in the upcoming year here in 2021 for the classroom, and what I'll be doing better at, and what is kind of to come later on this year, because there are a few things that will be changing that might affect the classroom here. There's no test here, but we are going to review here with the year, and with that, get out a notebook, pen or pencil, because class is in session. Let's go. So getting on to the actual reviewing of the hats from 2020, just to go over a few stipulations here. One, these hats had to have been physically obtained in my hands in the calendar year of 2020. There are currently 3 hats that I know of that 4 orders I made in 2020 of hats, but they haven't arrived physically in my hands, so I can't count them as 2020 hats. So that's really the only stipulation, really. I got 139 hats in 2020, and that brings my total hat collection to 325 hats. And I'll be looking at my iPad here, look at my spreadsheet. I use a spreadsheet to organize my whole hat collection. Makes it a whole lot easier. I made a nice video about that, a little bit longer than it should have been earlier this year, but a video I had wanted to do for a while. And let's shrink myself here and review the different graphs and categories of the 2020 hats. First chart to look at is, where did I get my hats? The most popular place, I actually only got 1 hat from them in 2019, and I got now 29 hats from them physically in 2020. A very huge upswing for Hat Club. 22% of my hats from this year came from Hat Club. Nearly 1 in 4, 1 in 5, I guess, hats came from Hat Club this year. And I kind of came into Hat Club at a good time when they started doing a lot more pre-orders and got into more under brim colors, pinks, blues, purples maybe, I think, but the pinks and the blues were the more popular ones that came out. I knew about Hat Club before, wish I utilized them and appreciated them more in years past, but I now know better to go to Hat Club for very, very nice exclusive designed hats. The next popular source of hats to get from is other. Sounds boring, but here's an example. I got a New York Liberty hat from the New York Liberty team store. They're a WNBA team. Actually, their team store is operated from the Brooklyn Nets team store, So I bought the one hat from them, and I can't really think about getting another hat from there, to be honest. So I put it as other. So basically, a place I'm going to buy once, maybe twice from, or maybe it was like a seller that I met through Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or YouTube that was selling a hat, like the Washington Nationals pink martini I got from someone from the Fitted Hat Society group. So that'd be considered other. After that, next popular place was eBay. Got plenty of hats from. I kind of also did Mercari. That'd be considered an other, or did I put it as a... No, I did put it in a separate category. 3% came from Mercari, and I'm kind of done with Mercari, to be honest. It's not that great. Also, eBay I've had some problems with, too, with shipping. Plenty of hats being shipped in bags. After that, lids at 11%. I did a lot more in-store shopping than online. Looking here, I got 9 hats in store compared to 5 online. I think I could have gotten more in store than online, or just in general, but I don't know why I didn't jump onto Hat Club as much. I could have gotten way more with lids, but I think it's just an effect where their sales don't really mean anything anymore because anyone can get their sales at 20% off because you remember you pay the $5 means nothing anymore. Granted, yes, because of the pandemic, they don't really do the free shipping to the store anymore, which sucks, but that's one big reason why I didn't buy online as much from lids, because of the shipping costs. So lids, if you're listening, we're all adapting to COVID now and the pandemic and the shipping hassles, so fix your shipping shit. Okay? I'll see you in 21 then. After that, Brand 47's website was popular. I got a lot of mystery hats, but then again, I didn't keep a lot of mystery hats because they sucked. I gave away 3 of them, actually. One of them I gave away, and 2 of them I won't wear ever. The style of hats, this is a big thing for me, where I preach hat diversity. Now, hat diversity means something to everyone differently, but to me, the cornerstone definition of hat diversity is different hat styles as well as different embroiderings on the hats as well. And for me, I love dad hats. They're cool. So, of course, this video won't be posted on Fitted Hat Society because that breaks the cardinal rule that they're 100% fitted, where I was only 64% fitted this year, which is still quite a lot, actually, compared to the other categories. I almost had a full quarter of dad hats this year. That's going to be my big thing for 21, to really work on dad hats. But then again, fitted hats, 5950 fitted hats specifically, because there were some fitted hats that weren't 5950 fitted hats. 5950 hats, although are just generally great products. In terms of brands of hats, New Era swept the this category. 73% of hats were New Era branded. 13% were considered. 13% were brand 47 or 47 brand. Either way, and then other. So it was pretty much New Era, brand 47, and maybe a random hat here and there. So pretty cut and dry category graph there. And then the other, speaking of categories, the next graph is going through the different categories that I organized my hat through, the broad categories. 72% were considered sports hats. 16% was considered other, like the Toy Story hat that Hat Club released in November. That's an other. That's a movie hat. I had gotten Trying to think of some other hats that I've gotten this past year. There were some other movie hats I did get this year. Style hats, 1%. College hats, whether it be college or NCAA, there's a difference between the two. NCAA is I get the hat because I'm supporting a team for that school, and a college hat is something I get because I'm supporting someone going to that school. And then 3% were custom hats this year. And then the subcategories you can see here, a lot were MLB, a lot were also Chicago based. I did work a little bit more on my 5950 New Era hockey collection, and I'm now 10 away from getting all 30. Well, 30 legitimate teams. I'm never getting a fitted St. Louis Blues hat. I'll never buy one. If someone wants to donate one to me, great. And then I guess 18 Cubs hats, that's the next big number to point out. So that's the year in review of all of my 2020 hats. I will be doing a 2-part video soon for my top 20 hats of 2020. So I will be doing a 2-part video soon of my top 20 hats from 2020. And these were hats that I had bought myself, not based on hats that were released by Hat Club or My Fitted or Exclusive Fitted or Hat Heaven. I do have some of those hats they're over here, they're off camera in my top 20, but unlike some of the other top 10 2020 hats that you've seen from other YouTubers, these will be way different. Some familiar faces, some you didn't know that existed. So stick around for that in another class session, but we'll be getting into the YouTube portion now of the review here.